Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Starkey Farmstead to another grant opportunity. All right, for anybody that is over 40, I will not waste your time. You are not applicable for this grant. However, you youngish farmers and ranchers, listen up. All right, so there's a $5,000 grant opportunity that will open for you guys December 9th, 2022. And it will close January 13th, 2023. So a little over a month to write it. Doesn't seem to be that big of a deal. This is funded through NIFA, which is part of the USDA. But it's a pretty easy grant to write. Very similar to the livestock grant. If you have not seen that video, check it out. It's on our page. I did want to share this because I know I've talked to some of y'all and you're still in your 30s. So this is very applicable to you, okay? So this is really for anybody 18 to 40 years of age. And really basically what they're looking for are people who are focused on regenerating soil and community-based visionaries. So you know that you live in a food desert. You know that there is food equity issues where you live. This grant is for you. $5,000, okay? Now, if you've already been awarded this grant, I'll go ahead and tell you the name of it. The name of this one is the National Young Farmers Coalition. You can actually go to www.youngfarmers.org /Young Farmer Grants. Okay? And it'll take you right to their page. It will not open until tomorrow. But if you were already a recipient of this grant in 2020, 2021, or 2022, you cannot apply this year. You can pretty much, from what I'm understanding, glancing through here, no preferences on what you produce or the scale of your farm. So that's not going to hold you back. They will offer 70 of them, and I think they said, or 75 grants will be awarded, and like 67 of those will go to already established farms, and then they'll hold back like 7 for brand new farmers. So really the only criteria that I'm seeing here, guys, is that you do have to be a farmer or a rancher, which means livestock, or a combination of the two. You do have to be under the age of 40 by their cutoff. Check out the rules and regulations. Not that hard. I mean, it's $5,000. Who couldn't use $5,000 as a farmer, right? I share this with you guys because a lot of people ask me in the beginning, Sam, how are you getting your grants? I got my grants because kind and thoughtful people passed on information to me. And I was able to find ones that specifically went with Starkey Farmstead. Not every grant that I come on here and talk to you guys about is going to be applicable to you, okay? But there will be some. So it's your responsibility to take the time to go to these sites, to listen to these little 5-minute videos, and to do your own research. I find that people want money, but they don't want to put the time in to write it. They don't want to put the time in to keep up with their bookkeeping. They don't want to be responsible on that end. They just want the money. That's not how it works. So if you are somebody that's like curious about grants, I'm going to add the link up here to the video that you really need to start with from Starkey Farmstead. And that is basically the 10 steps to set yourself up to be successful, okay? Your farm needs a name. You need a farm number through the USDA. Actually, it's beside them. They'll tell you who to go to. And it's free. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to take the steps to make yourself a legal entity if you want to be available when these grants come up. They're just not going to give you money for your operation if it's all jumbled in with your regular taxes and you put little to no time in to generating an income back out what you're doing. And I think a lot of people, like, you have a hobby farm, right? That's really what the government would title you. So you need to watch that video out there too. Are you a hobby farm Or are you a homestead, or are you a farm? We have a video on that. There are legal definitions for a reason. And I think a lot of people get seriously confused. What category are they? How do you identify? Are you making money? Because you make more than $1,000 off of your homestead, then you might be a farmstead. Because the definition of a farm to the federal government is anything that makes more than $1,000 in revenue in a year. So Starkey Farmstead, we're homesteaded property. We're technically a homestead. We generate a lot of our own food here. We are producers, not consumers. However, I'm also a farm. So I combined it. I'm a farmstead. So that's all I'm saying, guys. Like, we work with the USDA. Our property's been plotted out. We apply for grants. You know, we have a SAMS.gov account. Like, we have an EIN number. If all of this sounds like I'm speaking Greek, then you need to go back and watch a lot of our videos on how to set yourself up properly so that you can be a recipient of these funds. You can't just be a backyard gardener or a hobby farmer and never file your taxes properly. Don't actually have a name filed. You don't have a company account, but you want money. It doesn't work like that, guys, and I hate to disappoint you, but for the ones of you who are really putting an effort into becoming an agricultural enterprise, you are an entrepreneur. I want you to go check out this grant. Okay, it's $5,000. So all you young and upcoming agricultural specialists and ranchers and animal breeders and livestock producers and no-till specialists and market gardens and CSA, you're just starting your own CSA and farmers markets are your thing now, please go check out this grant. It's $5,000, guys. $5,000. What could you do with that? I have a whole wish list, right? So you guys have a blessed day. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We're doing everything we can to row in your boat. Please row in ours. If you ever see anything that comes out that you think I might be interested in, hit me up. My number, my email, all over YouTube, all over Facebook. People know that have spoken to me that I will get back in contact with you. I will do it. People know I'm a chatter. You guys have a blessed day. I really hope this helps somebody. Let me know if you apply and you get any of these grants I talk about. I would like to celebrate with you. In fact, I would very much like to have a little blurb about you on our YouTube because it's all about celebrating each other. I share this information because if I don't, who will? So many people know about money out there and they won't say a word. Because in their opinion, if they tell you, that's more people they have to come up against. See, I see it differently. We can both go for it. If I don't get it, I hope that you do. And if you don't get it, if you get it and I don't, good for you. That's how it should work. We should all be pulling each other up, sharing what we have. Who wants to be around somebody that has all the knowledge and won't share it? Not me. Thank you. Like, comment, and subscribe. Got a baby goat I got to go feed.